All right, we're gonna try this out at the bug match today. This is one of the Pioneer Arms PM-63 Rock semi-auto conversions of the Polish PDW/submachine gun. It's chambered for 9x18, has 15 round and 25 round magazines. It was originally an open bolt subgun, and I have a video on the original if you're interested in seeing it. These are semi-auto only. They're converted to hammer fired. I'll do a full teardown video on one after the match, but I need to see if it actually works because, bless them, I love the Poles. These things have a very poor reputation for reliability. So we're going to start with Tula. I have Tula and Wolf at my disposal. Safety helps. All right. And I did talk to one person who said the backplate blew out when they fired theirs the first time. So we're going to just kind of... All right. That's not bad. That's not really actually bad at all. The trigger pull is a little bit long, but pretty light. That was Tula 9x18 Mac. It's a comfortable gun to shoot. The sights are hard. Like, we got a really narrow little notch back here and a nice tall front blade, and it's zeroed. Like, when I get a proper sight picture, I can make hits, but when I'm trying to do like doubles on this spinner, I'm going too fast, I'm not getting a proper sight picture, and I'm missing. But when I get the sights, like, yeah. All right, so typical of a gun like this, relatively high bore axis, pistol grip in the middle. It's kind of doing a lot of this. I have already filed a Form 1 to turn this into an SBR, and I wanted to bring it out here to actually test it, make sure it works before that form gets approved. Once it does, I'm kind of excited about how much more practical and usable this is going to be with the shoulder stock. It's a really chintzy shoulder stock, but I think just that third point of contact, eliminating some of the bounce in the gun, will actually be really nice and do it a lot of good. There we go. The sights are just off to the right. I have to aim just slightly left to make consistent hits at that range. Back in here, kind of doesn't matter. So I got one more mag of Wolf, and that will conclude my break-in and function testing. I wasn't sure if it would run on, you know, the plain steel Tula and the lacquered Wolf, but it appears to have no issues with either one so far. Well, that's our first actual malfunction. Did it? All right. You know what? I'm surprised. I'm very happily surprised. I bought this thing, by the way, this wasn't supplied by anybody. I bought this 100% cash out of pocket because it is such an obscure and funky, different gun that I just had to have one to try out and to play with. And I knew you guys would like to see it on camera. As a full auto gun, in its original form, I don't particularly like it, but that doesn't mean I don't want to have one as an SBR to tinker with. So, next up, the bug match. The intention here is that you can make up shots from the barrel if you aren't satisfied with them as shoot-throughs. But I can already tell you I'm going to be satisfied with them as shoot-throughs.
You nod when you're ready.
Ready.
Shooter is ready. Stand by. Okay, if you're finished, unload, show me clear.
Bloop.
Clean, 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 clean.
All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Shooter is ready. Stand by. Okay, if you're finished, unload, show me clear.
So that's a 6.
I mean,
that's a 6. And that's a 7. Not bad. All right, you finished unload. I got an empty mag for you. Ready.
stand by.
That's a problem. I'll call that good.
All right, go ahead.
So I have to use the ejector is in the magazine, so I have to put in an empty mag in order to eject the last round.
Yep, I see clear.
Click. All right, clean, clean, 1. All right, so despite all the issues with the gun here, I didn't hit the no-shoot, and I did hit this guy 4 times and cleaned it. And that's also super clean.
That's also clean, yeah.
Not sure what was going on. It just didn't want to lock the magazine in. I don't know. Weird. All right, so my initial expectation when I first ordered this thing was that it was going to be a nightmare. I didn't have high hopes for it, just from the reputation that I've seen these with in the past. Our initial trip out to the range made me, well, really quite impressed and a lot more confident in bringing it here to the match. And then it almost ran great in the match. I'm still not entirely sure what happened on that very last stage. I think I just wasn't seating the magazine all the way. Why it didn't want to fire that last round, because I tried just firing the one round that was chambered and it didn't want to. I'm not sure what was going on, and I wasn't paying close attention on the clock, but got the thing solved and actually did reasonably well on the stage afterwards. So again, really quite happily surprised by how this worked. This is a gun, by the way, that I purchased with my own money. Pioneer, Atlantic, nobody had anything to do with this. I bought this because I think it's obviously super weird and cool, and I wanted to play with one. So I have filed a Form 1 to turn this into an SBR. I know we're going to have to do some work on the back because, unfortunately, I believe they make it kind of difficult to actually get the stocks working on these, which is a shame. But one way or another, we're going to make it happen. And I have a little bit of a teaser. I actually got contacted by a company, a small company in Poland that makes a replacement front handguard that has a vertical grip and an optics rail on it. And so we're going to give that a try and see how that handles, because this could be kind of fun to put an optic on as well, a little pistol red dot. So there you go, PM-63C, way outperforming my expectations, and I actually did overall pretty darn well in the match. So who'd have guessed? Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.